Welcome, prospective Rivermont families. My name is Mr. Snook, and I'm actually one of the new STEM teachers here this year for the 2020-2021 school year. I am a math and computer science teacher, right? I work here in the STEM building. As a STEM teacher, I find some way to make a meaningful impact and build a unique relationship with your student as soon as they set foot in my room. And speaking of my room, I actually teach in the computer lab here in the STEM building. So sitting at my desk right now. This is kind of an overview of what the lab looks like. We got a bunch of computers here, and it's not an overly big lab, but it allows me to really cater to students one-on-one. I develop a lot of my classes so that I can kind of reach them individually if I have to, or if there's a need for it. So students feel comfortable in my room when I teach them. In addition to my teaching philosophy, in regards to academics that I teach, right? So we know that I'm I'm a math and computer science teacher here. Some of the courses that I teach, primarily mostly computer science. I teach Algebra 2. So after you've taken Algebra 1 and geometry, you'll come to me for Algebra 2. I teach AP Computer Science Principles, which is an advanced course here in the U.S. With specified curriculum. There's projects, there's labs, and it's all catered towards being prepared for a STEM or a computer science course in college, right? If you want to take that track in college, this is a very good stepping stone course to take. We do a lot of labs, we do a lot of app development, do a lot of programming, and on all that other good stuff that comes along with computer science curriculum. In addition to that, I teach an Introduction to Computer Science course, which is designed for ninth graders. So what we do a lot in that course, we do a lot of the basic fundamental things. We tie in some math, tie in some algebra, tie in some geometry in that course to really kind of complement a lot of what students learn in Algebra 1 and geometry, and then tie it into a computer science class, right? We do a little bit of simple programming, a little bit of animation design, a little bit of game design, some programming, some things in HTML. We'll do a little bit with apps too, not as much as my other classes, but we'll do a little bit. And then last but not least, probably one of my favorite classes to teach. When Rivermont hired me at the end of last year, they asked me if I would be willing to design a custom course or an elective course that basically moves probably almost at the speed of a college course. So what that course is I designed my own course in coding and app development. So I teach JavaScript as the programming language. And that course, it's a semester course. So if you want to take it in the fall or spring, you kind of have the option. But the purpose of that course was to not only be kind of custom or unique to Rivermont, but because of the rigor that it provides. So the class, it ties in a lot of mathematical properties that we use in algebra, geometry, and other courses, and it ties them in such a way that we use them for programming, right? We can do simulation modeling. We can do some pretty cool app development. We can create a lot of cool apps and things like that. So we do a lot of advanced fundamental programming, labs, homework assignments, quizzes, tests, projects. It's a very hands-on course. It moves very quickly, and it's almost like if you were taking a college course right now. Okay, and then other than that, I guess to kind of wrap things up here, I'm very happy to be at Rivermont, and love the students. Of course, they're the kind of the reason that I want to be a teacher. You know, I didn't always find it the easiest thing to be a student growing up, and now I love that I'm a mentor, a teacher, and someone who cares for your students. So I'm very happy to be here at Rivermont. And if you ever have any questions or concerns, I'm always available. You can find my contact information if you want to learn more about the things I teach, more about myself, or any other information. So, all right. Thanks, guys.